some of you know that I consistently lose my voice within 12 hours of coming to Comic-Con. So I was like, Eric was like, dude, how can I help you? And I go, honestly, if you came out and just like warmed everybody up and gave them all the rules of like no flash photography. Okay, no flashing. Good. And no video. All right, good. Hi, how's everybody doing? Come on. How is everybody feeling right now? That's better. Oh wait, what is all this stuff? What is this? Who wants a phone? No. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, it's actually your phone? Oh, I almost bought that. This is Eric's phone. Eric, I'm leaving your phone out here. Oh, here. $100. And we'll get this back to you. Here, let's get that back there. Okay. Hey, guys. Hey, what is all this crap? There's just crap. Just gonna throw crap. What's that? Oh, you needed that poster too? Well, speak up next time. Hey, who wants to meet our next panelist? Is our next panelist ready? Oh, apparently she is. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, one of the fastest selling panels we've ever had. Surprise. You raised $4,000 for Operation Smile just through this panel alone. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Yvonne Strahovski! Get in here. Get in here. What's going on, Clacker? Oh, you know.
Just hanging out.
It's a good Aussie panel we're going to have here.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
because you're going to talk.
Because I'm just going to,
What is that in your...
It's my chew straw.
Oh.
Because I have an oral fixation where I chew on straws. Does anybody else have that? One person, thank you. Now I don't feel weird. Now it's two of us that feel weird. You know those little greenie sticks that you get in a Starbucks? Anybody go to Starbucks as much as I do? I will chew the hell out of those things.
Do you chew the...
Glad I shared that.
You know when you unscrew the Pellegrino and then there's the white...
the little plastic ring?
I chew those.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're weird. Hey, so who has questions for Yvonne? I think, you know what? You pick. You get to pick. It's your panel. Hands up if you got a question.
All right, that was the first hand up that I saw.
Oh, a proper Deadpool. Wait, hold on. I think your microphone's not working. Oh, there we go. It's working now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I was just wondering, you've played a lot of, obviously female characters who...
This one's starting out with a bang.
But female characters who are sort of well-known for being super kick-ass. So I was wondering if you had any, good stories about, certain stunts that you did or learning, a fighting technique for a movie or for Chuck or for any TV show or anything like that. Thank you.
Certain stunts. I guess that goes back to the Chuck days. The first thing I just thought of was when we did that dual dance. Not dance, it was when we did... Weren't we in Sweden or something? And we did that fight scene where you, swing me around and we were, back to back and I did a kick thing and then... No? Germany.
Was it Germany?
Who knows Chuck better than we do?
Thank you, sir.
We had to do all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm trying to think of a unique thing that I can tell you and be really interesting. But
you learned to dance, you learned to fight.
Yeah, I feel like I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of Kung Fu and Muay Thai training to begin with our wonderful fight choreographer, Dave Morizzo. And he taught me a bunch of stuff. And then we just got to do crazy stuff on the show, like zip lines and dances. And I really had a lot of fun doing all that stuff. I miss it. I don't get to do much of that anymore. Does that answer your question? That was a really boring answer, I feel.
It wasn't boring at all. You were telling the people what you learned. and your experiences.
Thanks, Minge.
Yeah, you're welcome. Who's got the next question?
At the back.
Hi. Speaking of female characters, I just wanted to ask you a question. Do you think there is enough, say, action roles out there? For example, I thought with the recent recasting of the all-female lead cast of Ghostbusters, when they did the relaunch of Point Break, I thought you'd be awesome for that with the surfing, the butt-kicking, bank robbing, all stuff that you've shown that you're pretty great with on screen. So is there enough action role lead roles, do you think, for women out there? Action role lead roles, do you think, for women out there?
No, I don't think there is. I mean, in general, I don't think it's very even at this point. But it seems like there's a lot of attention right now on that in the media, and a lot of people are talking about that right now, which is great. So hopefully there'll be more roles. I mean, it's great that a lot of women are taking it upon themselves to create companies to focus more on roles for women across the board. Hopefully I can do something like that one day too.
Is there a role that you would want to play? Like a dream role? Like Miss Marvel or something like that? Stir the pot, stir it. Stir it.
You mean like an action, specifically an action?
Yeah, I mean, per his question, like, like kick-ass action roles. Is there like an action role that you...
I mean, sure. I mean, I'll take that one. If they handed it to me, I wouldn't say no.
Right.
I think more of my dream roles come from my childhood stuff, because I grew up reading all the sort of classic novels and Pride and Prejudice and Emma, and I love period stuff, and I grew up in Shakespeare, and so my real dream thing is to do something like that from that era.
Because you love corsets.
Because, I don't know about corsets. I don't know about corsets.
Bustles.
I don't think I would survive a corset.
A bustle.
Too much of a boy for a corset.
Next question.
Yes.
Who'd you pick?
Hi.
Oh.
Okay, I had a question. So about, you were just talking about your favorite dream role that you'd want acting-wise. So besides acting, what would be your dream of doing anything, like a trip or going to do something like volunteering or going shopping somewhere? I don't know. What's your dream, not including acting?
God, there's so many to choose from. I think, one of the things I've always wanted to do, and I've been sort of waiting to do it, to have a proper amount of time, is to go to Nepal and go trekking in the Himalayas. That's been a massive dream of mine for a really long time. So I sort of want to do it in the way where I have a lot of time to really immerse myself in the culture and do it properly for, 6 months or something. But I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe when, I'm old and grey. Who knows?
Or when you just say, I'm just going.
Yeah, I know.
Because we've talked about that before.
We have. It's
that weird thing with an actor. It's like Murphy's Law. It's like when you finally go, you know what? I'm going on a trip. You plan it. You book the tickets, and then you get a job.
That's exactly what always happens, and it happened to me just now. I went off and I was in Thailand just now shooting a movie, and it was all very last minute. And of course, it only happened because I planned a trip, or my parents planned a trip to come and see me in LA, and we had everything planned out. And then I had to call them and say, "Hey, do you want to meet in Bangkok instead?" Which we did. So it was great.
I think the one thing we need to learn from that is we should just book more trips, because then we'd work a lot more. I guess that's how that works.
Is this my water?
I have no idea. Are these fresh waters out here? I don't know. It was Shatner's water? Drink Shatner's water. By the way, dude, William Shatner had 2 people sit on his lap in his panel.
He did?
He did.
Were you one of them?
No.
You should have been.
I was left out of the equation.
Oh, that's no good.
That's no good.
Gee.
Next question.
Yes, here.
I actually wrote some letter for you too.
Okay.
Oh, you can hand that to our volunteer. He can bring that up right here.
Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say thanks for holding this event because I'm not from the US, so like being able to thank you guys for your work is sort of a rare thing for me, and then you guys like create really good work for. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Continue.
Sorry. Whenever I want to like procrastinate, I watch your work, so I'm really thankful. Okay.
You're very welcome.
Okay. So my question is, in this business, I'm sure you've had to make many decisions, and each decision will put you like on a different path. So I was wondering, was there a time where you regretted a decision, or like you wish you did something different, or was there something you wish you did better? Thank you.
Deep.
That's heavy.
I don't think I have any regrets. In my career, the question was career oriented. In life, I have many. No, but no, I feel like things have panned out kind of exactly the way they were supposed to pan out. It gets tricky. Career decisions, because there's obviously jobs that come your way, and sometimes it's more about saying no than about saying yes to try and craft and have the type of career that you want to have, which can be difficult to try and figure out what's going to be good for you and what's not. Sometimes it can get a little blurry, but I don't have any regrets. I mean, I'm really happy with the way that everything's gone. I've been here 8.5 years now, and I feel so lucky to have been able to be a part of so many amazing projects and have the opportunity to play so many different characters. And I mean, it's great. I can only hope that it keeps going in that way. So, yeah.
Good answer.
Thanks.
No
Minge.
regrets. Next question.
Yes. Why am I picking?
Because it's your panel.
You normally pick. I've never picked.
I've never picked.
I get nervous about picking. Okay.
I'm loving your show, Astronaut's Wives Club,
Thank you.
and I wanted to know, what is it like playing a real life character? And do you have any favorite costumes? Because yours are the best.
Oh, so many. Well, it's a bit more pressure, I think, to play a real life person. Especially Reen is still alive, and I haven't met her, but it was definitely a lot of pressure. I felt like I had to read a lot and do a lot of research, and it was really hard to find stuff on her in terms of any audio or visual clips, but I did manage to find a couple things, which is how I sort of found her voice, because there's a little bit of a different thing going on with her that I tried to do, and I wanted to try and honor her as much as I could. I mean, obviously, you do a TV show and it's a lot of artistic interpretation. Is that my phone? So sorry.
Guys, turn your phones off.
I thought I did. These phones click on really easily.
Oh, was that what
Notice
happened?
that?
Was that totally an
They
accident?
do. I promise they do. Sorry. All right, what was I saying?
You were talking about your character,
Oh,
how you found her voice, and was there a particular outfit that you particularly liked?
Yes.
Not to say particularly twice in the same sentence, but I did.
Yes, you
Continue.
did. So, Reen. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, we have a lot of artistic interpretation on the show because it's a show, and we have artistic license in a way to sort of go above and beyond what is real, but we try to honor it as much as we can. And with so little to go off, you kind of have to create something on your own. And but the one thing with Reen, the biggest thing that I took from her, looking at her photographs, for example, was that she always had this smile, and she always seemed like she had a lot of joy and this brightness, which was one of my favorite things playing her, because I don't really think I've ever played someone who has that constant joy. It was so it was so much fun playing her. And then favorite outfits, I mean, there's so many. They were, it's so hard to pick. I did like the little romper, the little 4th of July romper when she comes in with the dessert, and she matched her outfit to the dessert. She says it too. Match my outfit to the dessert. It's really fun.
Did you steal that one?
Do I what?
Did you steal that one?
No, I couldn't steal anything.
Oh.
I have nothing.
I've never stolen an outfit either from set.
Except those pants that you're wearing.
Listen,
Did you steal that from the guy outside?
Cut to a man running in with no pants.
It's William Shatner.
I told you not to say anything about it. Next question.
Yes.
You can sit. You don't need to stand.
Cool. Well, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. Yay. And Miranda's one of my favorite characters. Did you have a different way of going about it, playing a character in a video game versus a regular character, or did you just go about it the same way?
It's a little different on video games because you typically don't get to see the visual stuff when you're doing voiceovers for video games. So you're kind of going in blind in a way. It's you and a sound booth and a microphone, and that's kind of it. I mean, you get to see what the characters look like, and there's artwork and stuff. And sometimes they have clips. Sometimes they have really raw clips. So it's very, very, very different. I did voice a game once where there was everything was already in place because the game was Japanese, and so I had to redo the English version, and that was kind of complicated because that's a whole other thing about trying to match exactly the mouth, and it's in another language, so it doesn't often pan out the same way when you're trying to do the English version of the same sentence. But yeah.
I was just visualizing you having to dub English or do a Japanese-speaking voice, and that just gave me the giggles in my head. Next question.
Yes.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hello.
So, do you have any of the embarrassing or funny stories of possibly your co-stars on maybe Chuck? Any co-star. Doesn't have to be anybody particular.
Well, where do I begin? I don't really have any. I can't think. God, I can never think of anything when you.
I think probably the most. Well, I can't tell this story. He asked you the question.
What story? Is this about you or me?
No, when we did that scene where it was in the early morning, and I was falling asleep.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's more funny.
It's funny. Have we told this story before?
I don't know, have we? Shit, y'all
Time
know
to
us
go.
too well. Yeah, right? What can we possibly say to you at this point that you don't already know?
Well, there's that. Yeah. There's also there's you eating yogurt every morning, which was really gross. But I've told that story too.
Have you?
On the podcast, didn't I? I'm hearing yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody heard it.
What else?
I ate yogurt every morning.
It's gross.
Because it's good.
I don't know. I
hated
really
it.
wish I liked yogurt. I just don't. It smells. I just don't like it. What can I tell? An embarrassing story. I don't know. I feel like
There wasn't a lot of like weird, embarrassing stuff that happened.
I mean, we were really gross
Oh yeah, lots of farting, lots of burping.
on his part.
She is such a horrible liar.
I am.
I remember one time I dropped a deuce in Josh Gomez's trailer and just left it there. Waited for him to come to work. That was really fun. You know what I heard was on the Golden Girls? Apparently, Betty White used to go into the other girls' dressing rooms or trailers, and she would do that. She would get there early to work, and Betty White
Wow.
would go into their bathrooms and just drop one and leave it.
She's one of us.
She's one of us! Come on, high five for Betty. That's why we almost got married, me and Betty. This wasn't meant to be. I don't. Embarrassing stories. I don't know. I can't think of any.
I mean, all the embarrassing stories are more poop-oriented, I think, which I don't necessarily feel like I want to admit to just yet at this
Except that you
stage
kinda just did.
in my life. No specifics, you know.
Oh, the specifics, yeah.
Yeah. So pass.
Next question.
Yes.
Do you have any like favorite like memorable scenes where they're like emotional or just fun on set or fun to shoot? Anything specific that stands out to you from Chuck?
On Chuck? I would say the Thailand episode specifically. That was my favorite fight scene, hands down. And the whole sequence that follows afterwards, where Chuck's almost brain dead and
Wearing a little
really sad.
medical gown.
yeah,
It was a breeze.
yeah.
That was intense, though.
That was.
You were great in that episode. You kicked that dude's butt. And, right? Come on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You were. What was the nickname you were what like the Thai people were
Oh,
calling?
what is it?
Giant blonde
Blonde
she-male.
female.
Yeah.
I actually got a lot of tweets because I was in Thailand just now, and there was some tweets coming through about, the giant blonde she-males in town. Yeah. That's right.
But yeah, you were like, there was a lot of tears when you finally found me in that shed
Yeah.
and bringing me back to life.
There was a lot of emotional scenes on Chuck.
Yeah.
We had quite a few. Oh, the whole last episode, trying to get through filming that was horrible. And I think we've talked about this too.
Yeah, we have. Ad nauseum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other scenes that
I think the wedding scene as well.
really?
Yeah. It's really emotional.
Don't apologize. I just found it amusing. That was fun.
It wasn't emotional?
I don't know.
I was emotional.
I
But I
don't
get
know.
emotional about
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, I guess I got a little emotional. I think it was kind of interesting because we finally got there. Like it was, and we didn't know that we were coming back for another season. So it was almost kind of like that might have been the end of the show.
Yeah.
But to start our Chuck and Sarah relationship that was so push and pull and hot and cold and on and off, and then for me to be pining after you for so long. And then drunk in my hallway with a Guitar Hero guitar, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it was poignant.
Yeah. It was emo.
It was an emo,
Yeah.
not to be confused with an emo, which is a big bird that runs around. I'll stop there. Next question.
Yes.
Who'd you point at? That guy right there?
Yes.
Hi, I really liked you on 24 Redemption. I thought you were great in it. Do you have any fun stories that you would care to share about that one? I love Chuck as well, but that one was a lot more recent. And yeah, that's it.
Fun stories. That was hardcore filming that. That was almost like filming Chuck. Fun stories. I'm so boring today. I'm trying to think of fun stories. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I remember London being depressed because there was no sunlight. There's a fun story.
That's fun. Yeah.
And just being freezing cold. I had a really
Also
great
fun.
time, clearly. No, I did have a great time, but it was freezing cold and I was depressed. I'm kidding. Not really.
Do you find? I'm kidding. Not really. Do you find yourself? Because I feel like we get these types of questions a lot. Like, what's a fun anecdote, or what was like something funny that happened, or whatever. And I constantly find myself drawing blanks. And it's not that I didn't enjoy the process, but, and I don't know, maybe I just take the job too seriously sometimes. But I feel like I'm so like in the work mode that I'm not even aware of, or I'm not aware enough to retain a lot of those anecdotes or those memories. So then when people ask me like, what was something funny? Do you feel like that?
Yeah, well, it's also being put on the spot, and you can't. I would think in an hour from now I'll remember it. And something.
What's your Twitter handle? She'll hit you.
I just thought of, for example, the torture scene. Like that was pretty torturous in itself. Shooting the torture scene where I was chained up, but I was chained up this way. I don't know if you ever saw it, but I was chained up this way and hanging off the thing, and it took 2 days to shoot, and it was
Fun?
It was full on. Like
Full on?
Full on. I mean, I was harnessed, but still there were a couple shots where it was full on. Like I didn't have the harness on, and it was, let's just say I had some shoulder pain the next day, which was intense, but it turned out good, I think. So, yeah.
Next question.
Yes, at the front here. I think you should do the picking.
Why do I have to do the picking?
You're better at it.
Oh, my turn. Okay.
Oh, yeah, your turn.
First of all, I just want to say to Chuck, to Chuck. To you,
That's fine.
That guy that
I get it
well,
all
Chuck,
the
Chuck,
time.
Chuck was the gateway drug to discover Zach Levi. I'm a huge fan of Zach Levi.
Thanks, man.
I actually am fans of your fans. I fangirl Shannon Fox, who fangirl.
Isn't she great?
She
is Shannon here right
fantastic.
now?
Yes, she is, somewhere in here.
Shannon.
She's hiding under her chair.
Yeah, she's here. She's getting pointed out right
Oh,
now.
yeah, there she is.
Hi, Shannon.
Okay, Yvonne, I'm sorry. This is about you. To follow up on a question earlier about what you want to do if you weren't acting, a lot of the pictures you've taken when you were in New Orleans, absolutely stunning. Have you ever thought about putting together like a photo book or the pictures, at least the ones you put on Instagram were wonderful. Have you ever thought about doing something like that? And don't pet furry, cute animals on the beach anymore.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. I have thought about it. I've had a long time interest in photography, but not a serious one. It was just more like for fun since school. And I've thought about doing a little collection of photographs from around the world because I've been traveling a lot in the last 3 years, especially, and, you know, taking some pics and stuff. So, yeah, maybe one day I would do something like that.
Oh, yeah, we could auction some of that stuff off, for sure.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, little coffee table book?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Next question.
Yes.
I thought I was picking.
Oh, okay. Go pick.
Jeez, I want to go with this little man right here who's been very patient.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hi.
I was just wondering if you learned anything from your previous characters that you take or carry on with you in your life.
Oh, that's a really good question. I think more so than learning from my characters, I learn from the people around me that I'm working with when I'm shooting. Whatever it is that I'm shooting, whether it be just observing how people work, because everybody works differently on a set, and how people handle themselves on a set or around other people, and all the different personalities that come together. I always find it super fascinating to see how all the dynamics work. Many lessons that I walk away with. Yeah.
What did you learn from Adam Baldwin?
Really?
What did you learn by playing Sarah Walker, or can you remember? Oh, come on. That was funny.
You did this joke last year.
Did I?
Yes!
Oh. It wasn't the same question, was it? You always got to make that joke. We got to laugh about it together, guys. This man is looking at me like, no, we don't. No, we damn don't.
For example,
Yeah.
was something that from you, like observing you and Gomez interact over the 5 years that we shot Chuck. I mean, I was fresh off the boat from Australia and I didn't have any experience whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, not in the States anyway. So, and especially, American comedy has a very particular rhythm and a particular style that is only specific to this country. And that was one of the things I loved watching about you specifically, and especially when you and Gomez were interacting together. Just learning about how you guys do it and how you get there and all the stupid shit that you come up with when you're doing it, and like, I don't know, it was 5 years of a learning experience, and that's just one little thing that I'm talking about as an example, but
I miss that Josh Gomez.
yeah.
We got to get him down here at some point.
I know.
Don't you miss Josh Gomez? Hey, Josh Gomez, we miss you. Come and hang out.
He's probably in a cave.
His beard is like down to here. What do you guys want? Playing video games away. Next question. I see a hat, so clearly that's a cowboy, and I'm going to go with you.
First is the cowgirl, but whatever. No. Oh my gosh, my hair. Anyways, 2 questions for you guys. One is, Yvonne, what Disney princess would you voice if you could? And second, I guess, what's your favorite, season of Chuck? I'm so sorry if I'm asking this already, that a million other people have already asked this already, so I don't know. So, if that makes sense.
That's okay.
Thank you.
There's no stupid questions.
Disney princess. The Little Mermaid is not a Disney princess.
Sure she is.
But she's not. Is she a princess in the end?
Oh, she a princess girl. She a princess with shell bras. Okay. All right.
Carry on.
Just revealing myself.
Yeah, I think I would be the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You could be a ginger. She could. You could totally play a ginger.
I actually had red hair once upon a time.
Did you?
First time I dyed my hair, I think I was 14. I made it bright red, gingery, yeah, with braces. I looked hot.
Did it look like your photo on Chuck at your high school reunion?
I actually looked like that. I did look like that once upon a time, everyone. I did, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the second question?
Oh, what's your favorite season of Chuck?
Oh, season. Oh man, I don't know.
That's a toughie, isn't it?
That's a toughie. I don't think I have one. Mainly because I find it really hard to remember which part of the storyline occurred in which season.
Season one, we kind of ended with Chuck versus the Marlin, I think, right? That was so with the writer's strike happened that year. So that was a lot of just the building up, and that was when Minnie first came in, Chuck versus the Wookiee, Minnie! And then season 2 was when my hair looked like a helmet. And and I think season 2. Did I leave you in Prague at the end of season?
That was also depressing.
It was Scott Bakula was
That
season
wasn't
2,
depressing.
right? No, right? Oh my God, this is horrible. You know what pisses me off? Not pisses me off. It makes me feel bad about myself. Is that I'll watch like Jared and Jensen from Supernatural. They know every single episode and everything that happens. So when a fan asks them, "What did you think about that episode?" They go, "Oh well, let me tell you." And then you guys will ask us like, "So what's your favorite generic season?" It's not even an episode. It's like, "What's your favorite season?" We're like, "What happened in that?"
Well, it's hard. I mean, we were sleep deprived half the time, so
Yeah,
it's so
true.
hard to remember anything.
It's true,
I mean, I have
yeah.
legitimate memory
Legitimate.
loss.
But season 4, for sure, was our whole Volkov journey. That was all Timothy Dalton, right? That was all season 4 stuff. And then,
Yeah.
and then season 5 was when the Intersect was getting passed around and people were losing.
When was that Thailand episode that I liked? That was 3.
3, I think, wasn't
Right?
it? Season 3? Right, like I said, 4. That's 4?
I thought it was 3.
Oh, there's a lot of them, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Everyone's now like, I think everyone's looking at us like, who are these yahoos?
I mean, it doesn't mean we weren't involved in it. Though. No, genuinely, I think it comes down to sleep deprivation. At least for me.
I mean, we definitely, we worked like 16 hours a day. And by the way, it's not like we're digging ditches, but you're up that long, and then you get home, and then you might play some Gears of War or something, and then you go to bed. And then you wake up. I don't know.
Carry
you
on.
worked longer than I did. No, because you're like, I would get to, my call time was like at call, because I was like 5 seconds in the chair. You know, there's, ladies take, you guys, you spend a little longer. You've got more hair. Although season 2, I had a lot of hair. So it took a little while. Next question. Pick 'em.
Go.
Oh, I get to pick. God, this is horrible. Right here in the front. Oh, you didn't know that was happening. Yes, you right there.
Hi. I just watched your princess rap battle. That was amazing. That was amazing. That the other question kind of spurred me on to ask you this, but how much went into that, and like how much practice and?
Well, when they asked me to do it, I had never seen Game of Thrones. Ooh, controversial. So, I spent 2-3 weeks binge watching Game of Thrones. Hardcore. And loving it. Because I had no idea exactly who Daenerys was. Now I know. But I felt it necessary to watch the whole thing before I did it. So, yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of fun. We went in, we recorded the rap prior to shooting the video, which was more challenging than I thought it would be, doing a rap. And then we spent a whole day. We had a bit of a rehearsal the day before we shot it. It was super fun. I mean, it's goofing around and just being silly, and yeah, I loved it.
I remember at one point she had, because I knew she was starting to binge watch Game of Thrones, and she had texted me. I think you texted me something like "OMG Ned Stark" with like 100 exclamation points. And I just texted her back. I was like, "Oh, just you wait, girl."
It's true.
Oh, just you wait.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so cool because I don't know, I love that a friend of mine, because most of my friends had all seen it already. And it's like, I don't know, it's like going to a weird, disturbed Disneyland with a child for the first time because they're experiencing it for the first time. And you love seeing their excitement for it. And then all of a sudden, you're like watching these things that I had already seen. And I'm like, oh my God, that's right. She got to go through that again.
You kind of
Then she
became
got to see that again.
my bouncing board every
Yeah.
time something big happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I cried when Ned died.
I know. I'm just saying. Look, trust me. I just got reamed the other day on Twitter for it. Okay.
Oh, I hope I didn't spoil it for anyone.
It has been 5
It
years.
has.
Guys, it's been... Oh, what happened? What's happened? Are you serious? What's happened? Are they all signed? What's that? Oh, fantastic. Guys, I have 4 tube fingers. We have 4... Yeah, Eric, thank you, sir. There's 4 of the same of these guys. Go ahead and Vanna that out. Boom. One of our better posters, I think. Because it was only me. And signed by both of us. $250. At $250. Sold for $250. Anyone else want to buy one? What's that? Can you put it on your card? Do we have that ability? Yes, we do. How much would you like to buy it for? We're going to start it at 100. Oh, no. He's already got that one for $250. We got $250 again? No, $250. Sold for $250. Does anybody... I got 2 more for $250. How's that sound? $250? You had a hand up. I'll give you that one. $250. Boom, 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 boom. That's perfect, guys. That's $1,000 right there. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause. Wow. Amazing. And that was like 4 smiles. That's like exactly 4 smiles, guys. That's incredible. 4 kids are going to live an incredibly better life because you just bought 4 posters. How's that for America or the world or whatever? That's awesome. We got about 10 more minutes. Are you picking?
Yes.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hi.
Question for you, but Zach, if you want to chime in too, please do.
I probably will.
Is there any character, past, present, TV, movie, theater, Shakespeare, that you would absolutely love to play, and why?
Catherine from Wuthering Heights. It was my favorite book in high school. I would love to play that. And Shakespeare, I mean, I'd love to do Juliet. I'm probably too old for Juliet now, because Juliet was spring chicken. What else? Oh, I would love to do Beatrice from Much Ado, right? Much Ado About Nothing. And Olivia from Twelfth Night. I was in both those plays when I was a kid in high school, but I was Viola and Hero, but I wanted to play Beatrice and Olivia. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
The Cat in the Hat. But a much better version than the last one. I don't know. Everything I'm going to say right now is going to seem like really dumb compared to all of your Shakespearean references. So that is kind of fascinating because I don't really know. I'm not really well read or versed in the classics. No, not really. I didn't really do. I mean, I did a lot of theater, but we didn't do a lot of Shakespeare and stuff like that. You actually went to a theater school. I went to Ventura, or I went to Buena High School in Ventura, and we didn't do a tremendous amount of Shakespeare and stuff. But we did a lot of fun stuff. I'm like a Rodgers and Hammerstein guy. Like I want to do Oklahoma. Like come on, I did Oklahoma. I was Will Parker. I wanted to be Curly. It's a long story, guys. I won't get into that. I don't know. I feel like all the roles I want to play are from video games or science fiction and stuff like that. Like honestly, like when they announced they're doing a Han Solo movie, that's what I want to do. Like I want to be Han Solo. I want to be Nathan Drake. Like it's that kind of stuff that I would love to play. But then there's also movies. I think I've said this before, but I think it'd be really fun to do like a remake of It's a Wonderful Life, and not because the movie itself is. I think the movie itself is incredible, but I think that younger audiences don't find it as much anymore because it was done in black and white. And I think the story and the heart of that story is so completely timeless and really important. I think people need to know that their life matters, and movies like that, stories like that, are really incredible. So I think something like that, which is why I would like to be the Cat in the Hat, because I think that really dials that in. I think. Next question. Pick 'em!
At the back.
Hello, Yvonne. If you were on a celebrity talent show, what would you do to win it?
What would I do to win it?
Yeah, what would you try to do to win the show?
Oh, you mean which show would I do?
No, if you were on a celebrity
Don't I
talent
have
show,
to
what talent would you do?
You mean like Dancing with the Stars or something?
Oh no, like an
singing
overall
or gymnastics.
Oh, like a
anything.
talent. I see what you mean. What would I do? What would I do? Oh, well, probably dancing. I love dancing. I'd probably make up some kind of a routine. Dazzle everyone with it. Throw in a high kick. I don't know. Do the splits.
Do a bit of this, Susan? Do a bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Next question.
I'm just sorry. I guess I have to stand up. You guys, I'm guessing when you auditioned for Chuck, didn't realize it was going to have such a rabid fan base, and you've done a couple other shows and a movie maybe that also has a rabid fan base. And I'm just curious, does it change how you live your life, and do you have to alter what you do because people get crazy around you guys when they see you and that fan base?
Does it get crazy? I mean, wait. Tell me.
Have the rabid fan bases of the various projects you've done made it so that you've had to kind of alter certain choices or lifestyle or whatever in order to
Lifestyle choices.
Yeah, right. Kind of right.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Oh, I go all the time, honey. They have some great sweaters at J. Crew. It's fantastic.
Sometimes it's an issue. But for the majority of the time, no, not really. I mean, it depends on where you go. I don't tend to hang out in places where it's terribly bothersome, like where it's like sceney areas or anything like that. I don't really tend to do that stuff. I'm sort of more
Seedy areas?
Sceney.
Oh, sceney.
Or seedy.
A lot of Chuck fans hanging out in back alleys. Oh, I loved you and Chuck versus the Wookiee. Oh. My drugs. Oh.
Carry on. So, I tend to sort of be out in nature in my spare time, so it's not really a problem. It becomes a little problematic when you're trying to, for example, have a vacation, and people can be sometimes disrespectful with your time, which is a real bummer. But at this point in my life, it's been manageable. And a simple conversation has done the trick. Yeah.
Oh, am I answering that question?
I think you are.
Oh, okay. No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, look, Chuck, we had an awesome fan base with Chuck. You almost said that really defeated. I ate a lot of Subway.
Oh.
I do not do gluten, okay? This was a very difficult. I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to reiterate I wasn't talking about fans when I was talking about that last particular incident. I was talking about
like paparazzi. Yeah.
People. Sorry, I kind of switched, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. No, that's important. That's an important delineation. I walk around in reasonable anonymity. No joke. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's been great. I don't. Every once in a while, somebody will be like. Every once in a while, what's that? Oh no! No, we don't have to. That's fine. I get confused for someone often, and which is fine because he's a very talented and good-looking dude. But I'm not telling you. It's not happening. No, stop it. Boo! Now you're booing me. I've had it. No, it's just funny because it just happened the other day, and we were having a laugh about it. No, look, every once in a while, there'll be a fan who's like, they'll say, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you," but like to me, you should be so lucky. You should be so lucky that somebody actually gives a crap what you do for a living. I've said this before, but it's like, how many only actors, only famous people, and that only cuts down into actors, singers, athletes, and maybe, if you're lucky, some kind of like politician, astronaut, hero, like the guy who landed the plane in the Hudson River. Like, those are the only people that get any kind of, I don't know, acclaim. So when somebody comes up to you and says, and genuinely says, hey, I really love what you do for a living, to me, the only answer is thank you. Not, oh, that's, just say thank you. And and some people can get a little crazy with you, and you just have to very respectfully say, hey, man, I really appreciate your love. I gotta go. I have a life that I still have to live right now. The hard thing is when people, there are people who recognize you, but they don't know you. You might stop somewhere to, I don't know, like an actual fan will be like, oh my God, I stop on the street and go, oh my God, I'd love to get a photo or a thing. Yeah, totally. And you're doing that. And then you see like some passerby is looking at that happening and going, and you can see it in their eye. They go, oh, this is somebody famous. I should get a picture with them. And then you can see, like they go, and you can see it in their eyes. They have no idea who you are. They have no idea. They don't care what you do. And occasionally I've actually asked them, they go, can I get a photo with you too? And I go, do you know who, not in like that, do you know who I am? Not that thing, but it's like, do you actually know what I do or anything? And you could see it in their eyes. They're like, yeah, busted. They're like, no. But then it's actually led to an honest conversation before. And I go, why would you want that then? Is it because you can later on go be like, hey, to your friends, look, I met this famous person. It's like, but your friend probably doesn't care. They're like, who cares? That's, I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a tangent, but that's rare, I mean, occasionally people will say, well, the fans who stop you, I just think that's awesome. Because what plumber is getting stopped and saying, I love your work with the Marshall's toilet. That was just the way you unclogged. You can snake a drain. Will you sign my plunger? Like, nobody, you don't get that. You don't get that. And by the way, they're probably doing a service that helps you a hell of a lot more sometimes. You know what I mean? We play make-believe. I mean, and we love that we get to, by the way. We love that you guys care. And that's why, that's why we're here. And that's why the time is over. Ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne Strahovski! Yvonne Strahovski! Ending on a plunger. Give it up for Yvonne, everybody. Give it up for Yvonne. Come on, you clack, come on. Yeah, get out of here. Turn your phone off. Keep it going for Yvonne. Keep it going, keep it going. Was that fun? Did you guys enjoy that? Woo! Is anybody coming to any more Nerd HQ panels this weekend? Fantastic. Is there one that anybody's like particularly excited about? Great. Not everybody at once. No, I set myself up for that. I really did. Con Man. Anybody coming to Con Man? Yeah, coming to Badass Women. Badass Women's coming back this year. Stephen Amell. Yes, Stephen. He's a good-looking guy, isn't he? I just like his quiver. I should just shut up now. Yeah, I don't know. I always like just hanging out. I don't even know. I never like leaving. Listen, I should go. Because I have other things to do probably. I hope. No, genuinely, I'll get fired from my own event. It means the world to us that you come. It means the world to us that you care and that you want to ask questions of these panelists, that you are into the spirit of what we do at Nerd HQ. I really hope that you guys go and hang out in the venue. Go play some Star Wars Battlefront if you haven't already, because that's badass. Go play with some Project Morpheus VR, because that's badass. What else? Go charge your phones if you need to. We got those things for you. Go have a cocktail, because I'm going to have one. And I really hope at some point I get to see more of you guys this weekend. We'll be announcing more Smiles for Smiles and stuff like that throughout the weekend. And I guess that's party. Oh, yeah, party. 9 p.m. tonight, dance floor. I'll see you there. And also on Saturday as well, dance floor. I'll see you there. If I'm still alive at that point. It's a touchy thing. Yeah, it's a case-by-case basis. All right, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to go. I love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.
I'm not sure if they told you, but Yvonne is doing Smiles for Smiles right